Welcome back to What Was That Anime, the podcast where we break down anime one series at a time. Please subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your support helps us bring you more insightful content. Today, we're talking about Magical Girl, Magical Destroyers, an anime with an amazing opening song, a chaotic but fun premise, and probably 9 solid episodes. But unfortunately, it absolutely crashes in the end. This anime was supposed to be part of a bigger multimedia project, but that fell apart just as hard as the anime's final arc. Now let's get into it. Now let's start with what Magical Girl, Magical Destroyers does well. The first 9 or so episodes, pretty fun. It got energy, a wild aesthetic, and leans hard into otaku culture. If you enjoy over-the-top magical girl action mixed with chaotic rebellion, it delivers exactly on that. But then, we get into the final war arc. Now, I was invested at that point. I was ready for some serious payoff. And spoiler alert, I'm just going to go ahead and put that out now. They kill Otaku Hero. And instead of bringing him back in a satisfying way, they just go with the "you're the next incarnation" cop-out. And that was the moment I realized that this anime was shooting itself in the face while promoting a mobile game. That mobile game being Magical Girl Destroyers Kai, which ended up shutting down entirely on August 31st, 2023, due to a lack of popularity in Japan. So now, not only does the anime fail to stick the landing, but its entire multimedia project is dead too. Now, there was so much potential here. Before the war arc, you had multiple arcs where we're running from group to group, trying to figure out some backstory on the magical girls, as well as keep them alive and keep our group together. The war arc could have elevated the series into something meaningful. They even had a powerful moment when the Atasha driver sacrificed himself, which I thought was a great moment. But then it all gets thrown away in the last few episodes. Instead of a satisfying conclusion, we get a mess of ideas with no real payoff. And yes, before I move on, let's go ahead and let's get this out of the way. There is one episode with some not too favorable lolly references that was off-kilter, uncomfortable, completely unnecessary, and throws off the vibe of that episode entirely. It didn't need to happen. I didn't want it to happen, and I don't know why it was put there. Now, at the time it was airing, I would have said yes, check it out, it's fun, it's one of my favorite animes of this season, but knowing how it ends, it's just not worth watching again. And if I had to break it down, episode 1 to 10, 7 to 9, depending on the episode. The final few episodes, I mean, some of the animation is nice, so I guess a solid 2 at best. How do I rate this overall? It starts strong, it collapses, and then the game that it was built to promote is already dead, so I guess I'll just have to go with a 2. Now, IMDb gave it a 5.4 out of 10 aggregated, Crunchyroll gave it a 4.2 out of 5 aggregated, and it's got its mixed bag of fans. Now, that's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to What Was That Anime so you don't miss out on more deep dives and reviews. If you got an anime you want me to cover, drop a suggestion. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you in the next one.